What's up, YouTube? We here today with video 5 of the Grom Clone stunt build / reliable Grom Clone. Everything you got to do to make one of these clones reliable. Right out the box, every single thing you got to order, every single part you got to put on this bike to make it reliable. I'm going over that in this video today. Stay tuned.
You ever seen a chopper do some damage? Niggas tripping. I ain't got it. They know why I tell them. You must be out of your mind.
Look, my man walking the scooter, goddamn. Look at him on the scooter.
Still the king.
Tote that bitch.
East side to the world. I'm in that wind.
Okay, as you can see, I got the bike a little broken down right now. So I'm about to give y'all a run through of what my bike looked like right here. Okay, now that you see what the bike look like in full, today we are going over every single part I have put on this bike, how much I spent in total, what it cost in order to get it like 100% reliable to where all I got to do now is just tag it and go ride the hell out of it. Alright, so first and foremost, you just bought your bike. One of the first things you got to buy when you buy your bike, a helmet. Helmet, $60. All right, right after that helmet, you're going to want to change the shipping oil that come in here. Me personally, I let it run till the bike got warm or whatever, and then that's when I drain the shipping oil. The way I can make sure to take all the little sediments, bring it down to the bottom, drain the shipping oil out. Oil costs anywhere between $10 to $15 depending on where you're from. Okay, one of the next things you got to do, change out the battery. Now, I'm currently still running my stock battery, and you can see I got corrosion on it. I don't know why, but hey, change out the battery. You can put a scooter battery in here. I got this little drill battery for some lights I'm gonna add on. It comes with some foam in it. Remove the foam out the bike. You can add a bigger battery, plug it up, positive to positive, negative to negative. All right, so for the battery, I got it listed at about $30. You can get one between 30 to 40. Next thing you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna put a carburetor on the bike. Most definite, the carburetor out the box is some booty. You're gonna need a brand new carburetor. I went with the VM22 right here. Had no issues, the 26 millimeter. Basically ordered it for a pit bike. It woke the bike up. That is the key to the fueling right there. Now, I'm gonna skip my list a little bit. For the carb, we looking at $27.88. That's what I paid to get my carburetor and wake my bike up. $27.88. Right after the carb comes the EVAP delete. Priceless. You ain't got to spend a single dime in order to do the EVAP delete. How I got my plastics taken off right here, that's part of the reason they offer the video too. Your little EVAP canister is gonna sit right in this hole. As you can see, it's gonna sit right in that hole directly up under the tank. Pull all of it out. Now, what's going to happen once you pull that EVAP out, you're going to be left with this line right here that runs down to the, I think it's oil breather on the motor. You can just plug it. I don't have my plug on here right now. It's on my fairing. You're going to have a line that runs up to the corner of the tank. And it also has like a little dongle on it or whatever. I removed the dongle because the dongle ended up still causing me vapor lock. This EVAP delete is what's going to fight your vapor lock. Priceless. I ended up removing the whole hose, the entire hose off the corner. I've had the bike at full. I don't leak gas, and I was popping wheelies at the time, so nothing came out my tank. The tank is good to go. I just removed all the hose, and I have not had a single, what you want to say, vapor lock issue since. That's important. Y'all ask these questions every single time in the groups, even the newbies. Not mad at you because you just got the bike, but still, vapor lock, that's the key. Remove the EVAP, take all the hoses off. You need a fuel line to your car. I literally have one fuel line running to this VM22. No petcock on the side of my intake. And the fuel overflow. That's all you need for the carb part. Right after the carburetor, the mount bolts. Check out this video from one of my subscribers and see exactly what he sent you as far as these mount bolts. And then I'm gonna cut y'all back on.
All right, so all you gotta do is take a 3/8 drill bit and the lower motor mount and the upper motor mount. You take the 3/8, so it's I want to say they're like 5/16, right? So the stock bolts are 5/16, but the motor itself is 3/8 across. So you take the 3/8 bit and you drill out the frame a little bit right there and right there. You got to pop your rear sets off, and you drill it out, and then you get 3/8 grade 8, whatever, you know, whatever bolts you get, and then you pop those suckers in, and you'll notice a night and day fucking difference, especially when you're hitting wheelies and shit. So that's just my 2 cents on it, but yeah, definitely a good upgrade.
Shout out to him for that video, because he didn't have to do that, but as you can see, I've upgraded my mount bolts. I got the 3/8 here and the 3/8 down there in the back. Definite. Look, bro, y'all don't understand me when I say it is a definite mod for those mount bolts. Before I even start hitting wheelies or trying to practice on this bike, my mount bolts snap while just out riding. So go ahead, even if you don't have the issue, it's a cheap upgrade. Mount bolts, let's see what that costs. In order to do grade 8 on these two with all the hardware, it cost me $22. $22, that's all it costs for the mount bolts. Right after the mount bolts, I was skeptical on this part, but see, I'ma still include it. Handlebars. I went with the Pro Taper KLX 110s. I got mine used, but I actually used the actual brand new price for them. Handlebars, $70. Replace the handlebars on this bike, whether you stunt or you whether you stunt or you commute ride, however, cruise, replace the handlebars. If you fall, the stock ones are just trash. They fold up like coat hangers, for real. Replace the handlebars, $70 mod, and it saves your bike if it ever goes down. Okay, outside of the handlebars, I upgraded the Honda Grom axles, the actual Grom axles. I have those in here. To get both of those, it cost me $40. The cheap Chinese axles, I thought I had one near me. I don't have one right now. They made out of aluminum, whatever the crap. And heck, just trying to put in my sprocket, I ended up stripping the axle. So I immediately went with the Honda Grom axle. Cheap mod, once again, like I said, all this stuff with the, you bought a clone. So realize all of this is cheap. Like, wait till I get to the final price. That's what's gonna shock you. Okay, after the Grom axles, CUSH drive is back there. That's about 15. Actually, nah, the CUSH drive was about 27, close to $30, depending on where you order them. Helps out with the torque in the rear wheel and or some of the play. The fork oil, I redid the oil in my forks. So with me redoing that, I don't have them bottoming out as much as they were from the factory. Like, just go ahead and redo the fork oil. Okay. Fork oil, I got it down at about $15. Price varies on that depending on your moto shop, where you do it. I end up ordering a lot of my stuff offline. That way I could get somewhat of the highest price. And still, okay, 17.2 sprocket. This bike, when I bought it, although it is brand new, I did buy it used from someone. They had been in here playing already. 17.2 sprocket cost about $9. Okay. A shifter. I put a brand new shifter on the bike. The shifter cost me about $15. Cheap XR50 pit bike shifter, like easy, $15. And another main thing, if you just get in this bike, that I hear a lot of people complain about, is the clutch cable being stiff. The clutch cable being stiff. The clutch cable stiff. You gotta understand, bro, when we order these bikes have sat in a warehouse. They say 20, I guarantee you this badge is probably just slapped on them. This bike is probably a damn 2018, 2019, who knows? They sit in these boxes, in these warehouses, in who knows what kind of conditions until they get selected, like the little claw of a Toy Story, and you're chosen. Okay, with them sitting in there, the cables do get a little bit of residual rust on there. So check out this video that I'm about to post. This was like straight at home with a little bit of engine oil and free. Basically, this is how I lube my clutch cable, and now it moves freely. Pay attention, bro. This go for all cloners who be complaining about that hard and weird clutch disengagement. Get a sandwich bag, push pin, zip tie, take your cable off the bike. Cut a little hole in the sandwich bag, stick the cable down in it like that. You're going to have some wire up in there. Put the bag on the wall, zip tie the bag at the bottom right here around your cable. Then sit here from the bottom of the cable down there and play with it and fill the bag with some kind of motor oil, a lube, until it starts coming out the other end of the cable and moves freely. All right, so we're going to pretend that I bought my bike brand new, ordered it offline or something, exactly how everyone else does, and my starting price for just what I paid for the bike was $1,500, right? With everything that I just named, helmet, oil, battery, carb, mount bolts, handlebars, Grom axles, EVAP delete, Grom CUSH drive, fork oil, sprocket, shifter, loop clutch cable. These are what I consider the mandatory mods for the bike before ever like even turning the key for the first time. Just do this and it will eliminate almost 80 to 90% of the issues you will have with this bike. Some things are going to be maintenance and you're going to have to figure it out, especially with the carb tuning. That's going to vary bike to bike. Especially with the climate and different things. What else? Nothing really right there. So with all of these listed, if let's see, we're going to remove this. There go those prices right there. And for all of those parts, it cost $325. For everything I named up here in the top portion of this list, it costs $325. Now, if my starting price was $1,500, that means along with that $325, I have essentially only spent $1,825 on a Grom Clone and got it running right out of the box. All right, so we in on the bike at about $1,825 after all of the, what you want to say, mandatory mods for just getting the thing to run and stay running without a whole bunch of vapor lock issues, carb issues, fueling. Like you tackle a lot of your main things by just jumping into that $325. And think, still out of that $325, you're spending $70 on a set of handlebars and $60 on a helmet. 90% of you probably gonna have a helmet, so you're not gonna spend $325. You may spend a little less, but with these couple of mods, that's what it takes to just get the thing running, so you can get out, go ride, go cruise with the boys, and have some fun. Now, okay, now after the $325, here's where we upgrade to the next part of the list where I'm listing sort of my, I call these, dude, in the middle of the video, I call these comfort mods. These are things you are going to upgrade if you're stunting. Depending on, hey, you may take this thing on road trips 24/7. There are different riding styles. It's not just, you know, wheelies and cruisers and commuters and newbies. Like, there are people who really take Grom clones and Groms just to go travel the country on because it's cheap. So, with that being said, Alice, thank you, little lady. Okay. Here are some of the, what you want to say, comfort mods and other things I added onto the bike. And I'm going to name the prices of those as well. The exhaust. You're going to want to put an exhaust on here, and it's cool. Just make sure. Let me grab it real quick. Make sure the exhaust that you order is not like this one. See, that's why I'm making this video right now, because I'm going through some of the trial and error, but at the same time, this is the 2022 updated version. so somebody has it. Do not order the single header exhaust. You will have to cut it. You're going to have to mod it and everything else. I had to do some beating, bending. It took a lot to get that exhaust to fit, but it do work. So it is possible to work, but you're going to have to mod the single piece. The dual header, I'm not going to separate this exhaust, but they have another one that has a like split header. It'll have 2 different sets of springs on it. That's the one you want for the Grom Clone. The most you may have to do with it is bend the neck a little bit, but it fits like 1,000 times easier and better than going through the whole banging and not melting, but heating up. And yeah, that exhaust was a bitch. I also, with the exhaust, I had to buy new gaskets. Usually when you put in an aftermarket exhaust, you might have to run 2 exhaust gaskets. A brand new pack of 10 gaskets cost me $9. Okay, the 1-finger clutch. Peep this. I just put on the 1-finger clutch. Here you go, right here. Look, eBay special. Like it. I had to show y'all the 1-finger clutch because I had just put that on tonight, so that's not gonna be in the video. The 1-finger clutch, $18. No, actually the whole bike, man, eBay, bro. Just an eBay bike. $18 shipped to the door. It actually came stupid early from supposedly China, but yeah, the shit got here in like 3 days. Explain that. The brake masters that you seen in the video, I had to replace my brake master because the it's not right here near me. Actually, it is. The guy who I bought the bike from, he had broke off a bolt and thing there, and I just wasn't even about to fool with trying to extract it. So actually that's what's wrong with the head of the bike right now. He also snapped the bolt in the intake, so I popped the whole head off and I got it at my job, and I'm extracting the bolts there or whatever. If it don't work, then fuck it, I'll put a damn head on a bike for like $100. Bro, still you can't beat the price of these Grom clones. You cannot beat what you bought right here. All you got to do is just have a little maintenance skills behind you. If not, learn how to pay attention to YouTube. Pay attention to the groups and the forums. Ask people legitimate questions and people will help you. Literally. Don't come in here asking the same questions that everybody has seen before. Those are videos that are out here plentiful. Right now, this is just telling you what you need for the bike. And if you got any questions on how to go about it, there's a comment section below. Tell me what you need to see and I will help you. I'll break the whole damn bike apart if I need to in order to help you with something. So that's just coming from me personally. Like, I like helping people out with the bikes and keeping their bills going and things. And personally, I do it all on the budget. I don't go out here spending the name brand parts because this is a cheap ass little bike. It don't take all of that for a 125cc to be running. EFI, all the extra shit that actual Honda Grom got. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Bro, what are you doing? Knocking shit over. It's cool and all, but at the same time, 125cc. You're not pushing 50 down, 50, 60, 100 horsepower like no sport bike. You on a little pit bike. So that's just my opinion on it. People like the Grom and do have a smoother throttle effect. I can say that. After the 3/8 bolts on here and riding it, vibrations, everything calmed down. Now the bike is actually competing, and price is competing because we nowhere near Grom price. So back to the list. We got exhaust at 70, gaskets at 9, the 1-finger clutch costs 18. The brake masters, I spent 28 on those, as I said, because he broke one. MK stunts, the rear set, oh no, actually MK stunts 12 bar, that costs 200, and that's the flat with the big foot peg on the back. Flat with the big flat 12 bar big foot plate. That's what it's called online. 200 powder coated. I think it comes like 180 or 190 or so if you get it raw and do it yourself. The rear sets, as you can see, they would connect. They would connect like this and be the passenger pegs. I just don't have it on, but hell, you seen it in the video already. The rear sets, 270. Now, the reason I replaced the rear sets is because when I first bought the bike, he had fallen over and broken the original rear set. Now, this is an issue that can happen even if you're not stunting. I don't know what happened, how he broke it, yeah. Rear sets are an issue with these bikes. You can order rear set savers first. They're like, hell, some BMX pegs and a screw long enough to get through them into the frame. But outside of that, I chose MK Stunts because homie shipped immediately. My shit was at my door in less than two weeks. He played no games. He even kept up with me on Facebook the entire time. MK Stunts is the way to go as far as your stunt parts. I hear other names. I hear other stuff. To me personally, everybody else is talking about 5, 6, 7 weeks out before possibly even getting to it and then looking at shit. Nah, I'm not going through that shit for $500, $600, $700 with the parts that I'm about to spend with you. And MK Stunts had one of the cheapest prices too. So all I ask for stunt parts that'll fit the Grom Clone. I got a video. I think that's video 4. Go check that out. That's exactly how I put this kit onto the bike. Everything you got to do. The only thing that did not fit was the foot plate. And when I contacted him about that, he told me he's possibly gonna look into trying to do this for the clone. Now that he knows this fit 100%, somebody has came to him and he knows clones just need a different mount plate. So I may be getting a mount plate for it. After the rear sets, I put on new grips and a quick throttle tube, and there's brake pedal. In my comfort mods, I have spent a total of $633. So with the bike costing me $1,500, I'm into it, I say about $325 as far as mandatory mods, and then I'm into it about $633 as far as accessory mods, comfort mods. That brings me to spending a total of $980 on this Grom Clone. And if my starting price was $1,500, I didn't buy the bike for $1,500, so I definitely caught a steal. I just rounded everything up, and I got about $2,480, $2,500 to get this little reliable bike. if I had the head on it right now and I had gas in it, I'd drive the damn thing across the country and probably not break a thing. That's all it takes in order to really get these bikes reliable. Helmet, oil, battery, carb, mount bolts, handlebars, axles, EVAP delete, CUSH drives, fork oil, sprocket, shifter, clutch cable, exhaust, gaskets. Actually, I'm not coming down into the exhaust. That's, as I said, comfort mods. The first couple 10, 15 things, like $325 is all it takes in order to make these bikes reliable and ready to hit the road. As far as all the extra stunt parts, I really don't know what else I could put on this bike besides maybe LED lights. LED lights, I could spend $60, $70 on those and just get the biggest kit possible. And still, I'm barely in the bike, $1,100, $1,200. Alright, y'all, that's what we're going to end today's video. I know it's kind of boring and shit. There's a bunch of talking, as I said. This was that list that everybody needed without a price to see like what it costs to just make these bikes reliable, what you're really working with when you get them out the box. Because, hey, as I say, they just put them together in the factory, stick them in there, drop the handlebars, leave everything else, and wait till you order one. Or wait till a dealer order one, and then it's whatever. They ship them out in any kind of condition. They have, it's a couple things, but you just got, if you got small mechanic skills, bro, this bike will be no freaking issue. All it takes is a little bit of mechanical experience. After this video, we starting the stunt vlogs. The stunt vlogs will be in full effect as soon as I get the head back on and everything. It's been hell. I honestly just been working like crazy and have not really had a chance to finish. I ain't gonna say finish the bike because the bike is finished. I have not had a chance to touch the head of the bike yet. But one thing I did get done, I got the Freecon R1 mounted to my stunt helmet. It is a budget action camera. It shoots in like 1080p, which is good enough for me right about now. We ain't out here. Yeah, I want to make some movies, but I ain't out here. It's no need for the 4K right about now. The 1080p gonna get me by to show basically the wheelie progression of this bike. Now, my wheelie progression is gonna be foot brake, and more foot brake. I know how to use a handbrake on a scooter, but I don't know shit about a fucking foot brake, and I almost bust my ass once. I actually scratched up my new sub cage. Still kind of pissed about that, but we gonna let it ride. So, you see this video? Share it. Go share it in the group. Help somebody ass out, because you know they're gonna ask a question that is right here in this video. What do I need to do in order to do this? Bro, have you not seen Drop Low's video? Didn't he tell you need to go do that? Alright. I see y'all later. It's not gonna be video 6. It's gonna be, I don't know what the title is gonna be. I gotta figure out something to name my stunt vlog like. Rob Rippin got the seat time. Fooligan had something else. I don't know. I want to shout it out to the Clone Boys. I don't really want to throw my videos directly in the Grom content. I want to keep it on the Clone Society, you know. Let them know, like, this the cheap one. And this still get down with the get down, you feel me? So, if y'all got some names for a title, like my wheelie progression, drop it below. Help me choose something. Hey, winner, I may shoot you out a sticker, shoot you out a part. I don't know. Send your fucking random ass sprocket to try. Who knows? I'm gonna just figure something out. We gon' hey, winner of the title, I figured it out below. Like, subscribe, leave me a thumbs up. I see y'all again soon. Yeah. Okay, bye.